G'day guys, we are back with another build video. Today we are going to be doing the War Machine, a UC focused heavy gunner. As you can see, we are rocking the UC outfit with our lovely UC ship right here. I'm going to be starting, like the last video, with a RP story. Then we're going to go check out the build itself using nuke dragons, and then we're going to check out the armor and what you should aim to get with your items and ships, etc. Timestamps will be in the description below, so feel free to jump back and forth when needed. Alright, over to the RP story. The War Machine. Born in the year 2290, the War Machine was left at the door of the Church of Enlightened, located in a small settlement within UC space. Not knowing who his true parents were, the War Machine was raised by many different church members. One such member was an old war veteran known only as Bullet. Bullet would tell the War Machine stories of conflict and heroism in the line of duty, instilling a great pride in the UC as a whole. Bullet would become a de facto father figure for the War Machine, who grew to idolize him over time. In the year 2308, the Freestar Collective claims a planet within UC space, sparking the beginning of the Colony Wars. The wars marked a turning point in the War Machine's life. Now 18 and having Bullet long since passed on, he saw it time to follow in his idol's footsteps and join the UC as a freelance soldier. Over the next 3 years, the War Machine faced the horrors of war head-on, and was becoming quite exceptional at it. If war was a craft, the War Machine was an artisan. Focusing on frontline warfare, the War Machine preferred a minigun and heavy armor over any long-range weaponry, even being known to use the odd melee weapon to finish off the job. The War Machine thrived. The years following the end of the war were not as honorable as the War Machine would have liked, taking on odd jobs such as bodyguard, freelance mercenary, and soldier, all to get by. The War Machine was not book smart or good with technology, so outside of war, he was lost. Coming into the present, the War Machine latest job was a small mining job, simple and decent pay for someone with a healthy body, or so he thought. Okay, here is the build. First off, we're going to start with soldier. Obviously, our War Machine is a experienced soldier, so we're going to have Fitness 1, Ballistic 1, and a Booster Pack Training. Ballistic is important because we're not actually going to be leveling this up as a priority. Heavy weapons do a lot of damage in the early game. So, damage increases isn't as much of a priority early game as other abilities. So we're going to go through and show you what skills we're going to pick for our level 60, and then I'm going to show you what to prioritize on the lower levels. Alright, first we have physical, which is fitness, weightlifting, wellness, and rejuvenation. Fitness, we come with fitness, you may as well level this up when you can. It is a low priority. Weightlifting. Weightlifting is a high priority skill. You are going to want to get this up as soon as possible. Higher priority than weapon skills. So, first things first, you just want to get the first point in. I found running back and forth on the launch pad on Mars was a great way to level this bad boy up. If you just want to grind it out. Very important skill, get that early. Increases your health, get it when you can, not entirely high priority. It is nice to have, but it's not a massive priority. Rejuvenation. Rejuvenation regenerates your health in and out of combat at max level. Super great quality of life for a War Machine. Now, obviously, this is a very high tier skill, so you're going to have all of these level up to be able to actually get this. So this is an end game option once you have a lot of the other skills already acquired. Moving on to social. Now, this is one of the more important trees, strangely enough. Being a soldier, you wouldn't think it'd be too sociable, but we gotta take into account that we are a big, bad, intimidating guy. Or gal, whatever you choose to play. Now, I've gone into commerce to allow me to level this up. This is more of a speed tactic. You can pick any one of these, really. It doesn't matter. I chose commerce because it is more useful in the long run to be able to acquire more credits. But it's also one of the easier ones to level up. The reason we want something easy to level up is because we're going to be going isolation. Now, as most of my builds, I always have persuasion. You can easily get this to level 2 very, very early on. Same with commerce to level 2 very early on, which will allow you to access isolation. Now, isolation allows you to have a very large amount of damage resistance and damage increase when you are traveling alone. The War Machine is a solo character. So, as you can see, plus 40% weapon damage and 60, we're really at 100 and, oh god, math. 120 damage resistance when you're wearing a helmet and spacesuit, which you should be doing all the time anyway. You can easily hide those things, so you don't need them visible all the time, but you may as well be wearing them all times. So once you get these two to 2, focus on getting isolation up as much as possible. You can slowly level up persuasion, but I would leave the last 2 levels of commerce until a lot later on in your gameplay. Now here is the combat abilities. This is more of a mid-game focus. You're going to want to start putting points into ballistic weapons when you can. Eventually, you'll get it up to 4, which will allow you to go into heavy weapons as the next option. Now, this is like a medium priority after you have acquired the lifting perk as well as the isolation. Medium priority. Go these ones first. Heavy weapons, once you've gotten the blisters up, and start putting points into either of these, demolition and heavy weapons. Eventually, you'll be able to use rapid reloading. You only need the first point into this. The reason being, these are energy, EM, or particle beams, and then just a cool little perk at the end. Really, we only want the ballistic weapons because we're only going to be using ballistic weapons. So 1 point into reloading is all you need. Next, we go on to armor penetration. This is a absolute win of a perk. You're going to want that in mid to end game. Start working towards that. Over here, this is a longevity kind of tree. So we get medicine as a high priority. You want to get that really, really early on so you can start leveling it up. And level it up every single time you can. So very high priority medicine. This will allow you to stay alive, given you the fact that you're going to be close range without companions. You are going to be relatively tanky and do a lot of damage, but you still want to be able to pop your health back up as soon as possible. Next down the list, we have the spaceship design and weapon engineering, which is essential for making sure that the War Machine has the best armor and the best weapon possible in the end game. These are end game selections. Now over on the tech tree, our guy's not super technical, so we're going to have that, leave that level 1 of boosting, level 1 of piloting. We put 2 points into this one for expert. You can level that up to master if you really want. But yeah, it's not really that needed for our playstyle. and then just level 1 in targeting control. All of these are incredibly low priority. Get them when you want. That's about it. Okay, now going over the priorities once more. Highest priority, get commerce and persuasion straight away so you can start leveling those up till you get 2 in each point, and then start working on isolation and get isolation up ASAP. Over on the physical side, high priority, get a point into this one early on and start working on getting this up ASAP. Over on combat, this will be the, I'll say this is the third priority, medicine, get you points into that. So by level 4, you really should have medicine, lifting, and, level 5, you should have all these perks already unlocked. Possibly level 6. Then you're going to want to start putting points into this as you kill things. Now this is very much a kill X amount of enemies to level up. So you can put points into that as you go, I suppose. And then you want to work on heavy weapons. But yes, the priority, isolation, weightlifting, and medicine. Everything else, you can put whatever you want, whatever order you want. It doesn't matter. But those ones are the most important for this build. Down on traits, these are all RP chosen. This is introvert, which exerting yourself uses less oxygen when adventuring alone, but more when adventuring with other humans. And United Colonies native. Obviously, we grew up in the United Colonies and were raised by the Enlightened. That's pretty much it. This build, I've had so much fun with, so I really hope you do like it. This will be an extra long video, so I hope you like it. Okay, now we've gone over the story and we've gone over the build. Let's check out the gear. So, first thing you want to do is you want to join the UC Vanguard. They can easily be joined very early on. You will actually get an offer to join the UC Vanguard in one of the first main story quests, so you cannot miss it. You want to join that quest and go with the Vanguard storyline. That will allow you to get this armor set here. When you're coming to the end of the storyline, you will be on a planet that is very hostile, and in that planet at the very start there is a vault with gear. It is, again, very hard to miss. It is part of the story. There you get this armor set, the Anti-Xeno armor set. So this is just a modified version of the UC military armor. Absolutely awesome looking armor set. It comes with some random legendary mods. I believe the Beast Hunter is always there. I'm not too sure about the other mods, however. They may be set in stone. Don't quote me on that. But this is the set you want. Now, once you've gotten to the point in the game where this armor set is no longer that good, you can just go to New Atlantis and grab a armor set from the UC Depot, I believe it's called. They always sell the military UC outfits, and you can consistently get an outfit like this. It won't have the red lines on it, but it will look basically the same. Now onto weapons. We are a heavy gunner, so we're going to want different options. So for the main weapon, this is a general purpose use weapon. I am using the N67 Smart Gun. It comes through with shattering, breakthrough even the strongest armor, compensator, and armor piercing rounds. This is base default. No additional upgrades. This thing's an absolute monster against infantry. It is absolutely amazing. You do get a smart gun in the storyline for the UC Vanguard, but I feel it's very situational, so I like to keep that in my ship and only use it when I need to. It does increase damage to aliens. Now, the reason I don't use it too often is because I have this as well. Sorry, you get this at the UC Depot in New Atlantis. Just shop around it. It's at the UC shop. You'll find it. This bad boy here is the reason I don't use that other weapon too much. The Poison Storm. This is a Mag Storm heavy weapon, unique. Now you can get this incredibly early on. You can go to Neon, and in the trade tower there is a gun shop. That gun shop sells this weapon. Now early on you're going to have issues getting the ammo because the ammo is incredibly expensive, especially given how much this chews through. But it is an absolutely amazing weapon. The reason it is so good is the poison. Now, if you're fighting something that has insane amounts of armor, you poison them, it's just not going to cause, the armor's not going to be so much of an issue. Next up, I have the Shattered Shock. Now, I've gotten this through the storyline. I found it in one of the crates. I'm not too sure if it's a permanent spawn, but really any heavy explosive will do just fine. So we have options. We have options. And just as a close, we have the UC fatigues, just to add to our little aesthetic. And the +5 relay speed on heavy weapons is really lovely to have. All right, I'm gonna just show off these guns here real quick. Let's zoom in. Our sound is down a little bit, but as you can see, absolutely insane fire rate. This thing melts infantry, absolutely melts them. The ammo is relatively easy to get. It is one of the more common ammos in the game. It is 7.77. So generally you'll not run out of ammo for this bad boy. Moving on to the other gun, the Poison Storm. This bad boy is a mag weapon. Look at that fire rate. As you can see, all poison darts. Not as big a mag as the minigun, but that poison absolutely rips through your enemies without any issue whatsoever. I'm going to put a little bit of gameplay at the end of this video, so if you want to see it all in action, feel free to stick around. Next up, we have the good old... I don't know why I keep switching. The good old explosive grenade launcher. Boom. I mean, there's not much to tell about this one. It's a grenade launcher. It's fun. Especially when you're high up in the sky on a low-grav planet and just raining hellfire down on your enemies. So good. I think that covers all the gear. I do equip a frag grenade just for the hells. Sometimes it comes in handy. That's about it for the gear. Now let's check at the ship here. Now I've chosen the longsword, I believe it's called. You can buy this at Daimios shipyard, just above Mars. Unfortunately, it is a backload, so you do have to walk around to the back of the ship. But it is a nice ship. So I figured as a UC soldier, we want to represent what the UC use, and they use Daimios contracted to the military. Let me talk to this guy and I'll show you what I have equipped currently. What up? You talk a lot. Can I just talk to you now? Yeah, new sector. Okay, let's have a look at the ship. So this is the badass longsword. Absolutely incredible ship. You can obviously choose whatever you want, but this is what I've chosen. As you can see, you can upgrade your items using Vanguard items. Oh, what happened there? Did I change? I hope not. Upgrade ship. Obliterator, auto projector. And there's special Vanguard ones you can acquire as well. We got the autocannon, we got the Vanguard Tempest missile launcher, we got the Ares upgraded Oh, can I upgrade that now? Oh, booyah. Yeah. Oh, there's another one. These must have unlocked throughout the quest. Oh, no, never mind. I have the best one possible. But yes, this is the ship that I have chosen for the war machine. I'm sorry if I'm moving up and down like that. I have ADHD and I'm apparently just, I can't stop moving. So yeah, sorry about that. Cancel modifications. All right. But that is that. That is the build. That is the ship. That is the armor. Oh my god, it's so good. Now, I've actually had an absolutely amazing time playing this character. Just running around with very large guns has been incredibly enjoyable. So yeah, I hope you enjoy the video. Stay tuned for a little bit of gameplay, and that's about it. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.